They say, and I believe, that life is about the journey and not just the destination. That each and every one of us has our own path, our own unique journey and adventure. In a world so focused on negativity and fighting and tearing each other down, I'd just like to bring a little positivity, gratitude, light, and life experience. My name is Elijah Myles, and this is The Journey.
And welcome. I don't know what this was. Jazz hands. I've already started. Oh my God. Welcome. And thanks for tuning in to Elijah Myles and The Journey. I'm so excited you can join us for episode 3. I want to start off with, and I want to thank everyone for pointing this out. A lot of you asked how you could contact or if you could share something, and yes, you can. And the way to do that is ElijahMylesTheJourney@gmail.com. So that's Elijah, E-L-I-J-A-H, Myles, M-Y-L-E-S, The Journey @gmail.com. So please feel free to send an experience, some support, like a hello, thank you, or your story, maybe a picture that you caught of something wonderful and really positive or great that happened, and don't forget to tag along the story that goes with it. Maybe somewhere in your local area there was an awesome news story, or there's something you found on YouTube that hasn't been circulating, but is something uplifting or something that's touching or shed some light for you, because that's what I want to be about here, is lifting each other up. Experiences, sharing one to another, because as I said on a podcast not too long ago with the amazing Marla Brooks, light begets light, and what shines in me shines light in you, and what is light in you shines in me, and that's the way we grow, that's the way we see things in each other. So that being said, once again, ElijahMylesTheJourney@gmail.com. So throw in any of that stuff. If you want to write a note or something, please feel free. Because I want to start off with a couple of awesome emails that I got over the past week. So, and please be patient. There's a lot of messages and whatnot coming in. I am so grateful for that. Please don't stop. Just have patience with me in getting back to you. Okay. But before we get to those emails, I think it'd be perfect to switch things up today and start with Quote of the Day. Stop letting people who do so little for you control so much of your mind, feelings, and emotions. You know, in this world, in this day and age of people pleasing, where we've been raised on the idea and the concept of blood is thicker than water, if your family or the people that you choose to be your family aren't supportive, unconditionally loving you, and supporting your feelings and your emotions, then I'm sorry, but we have to make a stand. We have to clean house. You know, one of the best memes or quotes that I read not too long ago, and I think I posted on my Facebook, actually I know I posted on my Facebook, says, if you look at your circle of friends, and this goes with your family too, if you look at your circle of friends, if you look at your circle of the family around you, and you aren't inspired, you don't feel loved, you don't feel supported, then you don't have a circle, you have a prison. You're like, this isn't easy. It's not easy, but nothing in this life is easy. We have to make choices, and we have to make decisions for our peace and for our living in a positive and an uplifted place. And if people are dragging you down, how can you be positive and uplifted? We live in insanity, and there will be no peace until you make a choice to move to peace. And that's when you become and find happiness, because otherwise we are simply and only choosing craziness. It's a choice. We choose to be in crazy. I was so helped in my life forever changed by, I was told that, and this goes for any and all aspects of our lives, is to meet people where they're at. This completely changed my... What's one of the most frustrating things in life is our expectation. And when we expect people to respond or react how we hope and we want them to respond, and they don't, we get nutso and we get disappointed and crazed. And then we spend our days going, why? They should have, this, that. But when we accept people for who they are and where they're at in their journey, everything instantly becomes so much easier and so much clearer that this isn't about me. This is completely about them and where they're at and where their mind and their heart and their love and their support is at. Completely says that if I'm going to make this choice to do this, I know this is how they're going to react. It takes all the nutsy craziness out of it. Food for thought. But I want to get to those emails. So, your light, my light, our light. You've got mail. Let's pop this handy dandy thing on. Oops, I just turned it off. All right. Handy dandy being an iPad. First email is from Andy. Shout out to Andy. Andy, thanks for writing in. This is awesome. So Andy's email is a little bit of his story, which this past January 2019, at 63, he came out. And after a time of living his life in fear, denial, loneliness, people-pleasing, he felt like he had to make a change. He says, I didn't know any gay people at the time, but I know a few now. So that's great. You're creating a new circle around you of love and support, unconditional. He says, I've lost some friends in the process, and that's going to happen. We have to step back and we have to check out and look at our sense of duty to people when what is not coming back is nourishment and support and love. Oprah and Miss Van Sant said it amazing a long time ago, and I'll never forget it, that if your relationship with your family, your relationship with your friends is work, then something isn't right, because we should be watering each other. I should be watering you, you should be watering me. It's a mutual thing, so we really have to step back and take a look when things are work and they're taxing and they're exhausting. That's not where we should be with the people that we surround ourselves with. All right, and I'm speaking this just as much to myself. Hello, because I am a people pleaser, let me tell you. All right, so Andy, back to you. So he lost some friends in the process, but I think I'm better off without them. You know you are. And I've always looked on the negative side of things, but I'm slowly changing that around. And he happens to be in a nursing home right now because he's unable to walk or stand, and that humbles me in such a way that you're making the stand, you're still growing and learning, and most people would probably be bemoaning their situation and where they were at in life. So I'm super humbled that you took the time to write and send in this email and share your experience. I learned a lot, and I felt really humbled and uplifted that you would take time when I'd be like, why can't I stand? Why can't I walk? That's just, it's part of your journey. And what you get and what you give has everything to do with your choice and what you're constituted with. So this is obviously, positivity is in there, brother. All right. And he even recently bought, I love this part, a Serenity prayer ring. Oh, no, excuse me. He bought a ring with a Serenity prayer on it. And acting on an impulse of a few YouTube videos, he married himself, promising to love, honor, and cherish himself. And then he just signs off by saying, keep up the positivity. Oh my God. This is like, I kind of was wondering where this episode would go, and everything is just literally falling into place. So we're talking about who we surround ourselves with. Muy importante. And really it comes down to loving and respecting and honoring and cherishing ourselves first. Remember, that door to happiness opens inward. So we gotta change and work and nourish and honor this before the outcome is something that we want as far as happiness. Okay, I got to give a shout out to Brene Brown. I have been dying in utter happiness and as a student of her for the last couple weeks, and she's been talking about vulnerability being the birthplace for happiness. And I've always been one, now I know the lingo, thank you, Brene. I've always been one to always lean into joy and whatnot, but I'm so grateful for her teaching what the equations and putting words and terms to everything that I'm still learning. But all right, we'll get to that later. Stick with me. Hold on. My mind just goes. Okay. Next email is from somebody that became very dear in New York, and Amal wrote in, and she wrote a couple things that again are just so along the lines of what we're talking about. And I think we can all identify. I love the way she puts it. Hey, just wanted to tell you that I love your posts, and this is for Facebook. I love it. I've been stuck for and this is in caps and super, long effing time. Like most people, no pity party, getting unstuck slowly with help from good people around me and myself helping myself. Yes. People often don't tell each other, strangers, acquaintances, and loved ones, the good things that they do. I want to tell you so much of your little posts mean a lot. They probably mean a lot to so many who don't tell you. So on my behalf and their behalf, I'm telling you, stay the sunshine you are. Yes, having a moment over wine in Belgium. You go, girl. Okay, but then she continues, and this is like the part that helped me the most, and hopefully will help you. As what you're posting has been meaningful to me. The world has knocked me off my feet, hard on my ass, and flipped me over, then knocked me on my face the last 6 to 12 months. Finally cracked after 40 years. The rock crumbled because I stood alone. I let the world chop away at it, thinking there was so much of this big boulder for them to take. Rebuilding it slowly with a titanium foundation. Yes. There's a reason we cross paths. Some people emit black, and we keep them around making excuses, and others emit light, but pass us by. The light lingers. I love what you share. Can't wait to see what the world will be gifted from you. Oh, thank you. But let's focus in on that titanium foundation. And yes, again, we have to look at the circle of friends and family that we surround ourselves with and make sure that they are lifting us up. This is a never-ending cycle. Gratitude begets more gratitude. When we're grateful for the people around us and they're grateful for us, it becomes this never-ending circle of positivity and gratefulness, and we get lifted. I'll lift you up, you lift me up. We got each other's backs. But I love that the way that you were saying that the people around you just were taking, chipping away at what you thought you had built. But this time, repositioned, rebooted. You are building something of titanium, and that is amazing. Just don't surround yourself with titanium. Remember, vulnerability is the birthplace for happiness. We have to enjoy. So anyway, thank you guys. Keep the emails coming. I just want to celebrate everyone's vulnerability and your joy and gratitude, and writing in your light and your experience, because it helps us underline that our choices have everything to do with our sanity and our happiness. So if you're not happy and you're not sane, gotta check your choices. Gotta check your support system. All right, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna do a little something here, because I want to toast you guys. And you're having wine in Belgium. You're probably back now, but you know, I'm all about having a little celebration, because we got to celebrate all along the journey and celebrate little victories and whatnot. So we're going to do some sparkling wine. Okay, for all you dear winos, or those who love wine, winos, I want to do a little educating on how to open sparkling wine, Prosecco, champagne properly. God love Hollywood. But they have glamorized something that is just not the case. So, first of all, if it is not a grape from the Champagne region of France, it is not champagne. It is sparkling wine, or the Italian version being Prosecco. So, again, if it's not from the Champagne region of France, it is not champagne. All right, so how do we open champagne? God love Hollywood for glamorizing this. It is not to pop the top and let it fire. That actually literally changes the viscosity of the liquid or the beverage inside, and actually can kind of alter a bit the way that the maker intended you to enjoy it. So it would be much like you shaking a soda and then drinking it and you're just getting that brown fizzy stuff. Got it. So what you want to do is start to turn, keeping pressure down, and you just barely let it out. Andy, Amal, and to all of you, here's to joy, here's to happiness, and here's to surrounding ourselves with amazing people, and here's to starting over, rebooting, and realigning ourselves. That's when the universe shifts, and that's when your lives begin to change. All right, come on now. Do you know how to stop the bubbles and everything from overflowing? You keep a steady stream. Okay, yes, I couldn't find my champagne flutes. And I know it's not champagne, but oh my God, it must be. Okay, see, every time I'm pouring something, I haven't had a sip all day. I can't talk because maybe my mouth's all, woohoo, here we go. Get to enjoy. All right, here's to you. Oh my God, that's so good. Yay, sparkling wine. All right, next segment is brand new. Everyone's been talking about my little baby girl. Roxie, come here. Come here. Come here, quick, 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 quick. Come on. Turn around. All right. So, hey, give me a kiss. All right. So, this is Roxie. She's looking glamorous and lovely in her turquoise, light blue noodle harness, because she's also dominatrix. She's not amused ever, huh? This is her look when she's happy, when she's annoyed, when she's sad, when she wants a treat. You see the ears? That is all she's about. That's all I'm good for. Anyway, this is a new segment that I'd like to introduce you to because everyone wanted to see more of her. She can't be bothered. Hey, do you want to introduce your new clip? Her new segment's called What's Roxie Thinking? Enjoy.
My name is Roxie, and these are my thoughts.
Please don't send negativity. My grandmother always said if you don't have something nice to say...
So, that'll be my cue to leave then. Oh yes. Oh, for goodness sake, not filming me again. I haven't even had my morning coffee. What would the Queen say? Unacceptable, really.
Okay. All right, so...
It's always about you, isn't it? Do. Please stay back. I'm on the prowl.
Let's go. So...
Oh, I didn't say stop.
Anyway, we're
Yes.
meeting. He's coming over on Thursday with a bunch of equipment. just to
Ooh,
see
what are you doing touching my face? Why would you touch my face?
Also to
How
train me on
strange.
some of the
I mean,
equipment.
you wouldn't like it if I touched your
so
face,
that I
would
can
you?
do things
See?
on location
No.
when he's not available. And, are you giving
Okay.
Roxy the pat? Don't mess with the sponge.
Breathe, yes. Ooh. Okay, breathe. We've got this. Yes. Oh, thank goodness you're so cute. Okay. Help! Darling, you can unleash the boys. I'm ready for them.
So that kills me every time I watch that. Thank you, everyone, especially to Isaac, for giving me the idea that, and everyone for saying they want to see more Roxie. But Isaac put me on the road to kind of creating that little segment. And so she's always stoic, and no matter what mood she's in. So that's what always in my mind created a diva British voice. And thank you so much to Emma Sinclair for lending her unbelievable voice to that. And more to come. And you'll get to know who Isaac is shortly. I would like to open up for a second and just kind of open my heart, because I have had, to some degree, and we all do to some degree, it's have something of shame within us. And, you know, it took me a while to go like, no, I don't have anything I'm ashamed of. I'm strong and I'm decisive and I'm a lover of life. And anyway, I realized for many, 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 many years that I do have something of shame rooted in me for something, and I want to lay it bare today so that I can put it out there and give it no more power over me. And there's a lot of reasons for that, mainly, of course, being rebooted and realigned and reset, and knowing who I am and what my passion is and what my purpose is. You know, the naysayers and the do-no-gooders and their voices for now and hopefully in the future are just bouncing off, because I know that's about them and not about me. And I know who I am, and I'm rooted in that, and open to learn more, but I want to share. So I grew up very Christian, and I went to 2 years of seminary. I still have a lot of belief and a lot of amazing foundation, I think, for my morals, the way I've built and lived my life. But the one thing that I was inundated with and taught was that, obviously, and asked basically to leave and get help at some point or one point, was the fact that I always was, and as far as I've ever known, have never chosen to be gay. And that's been a big part, especially on social media and with Facebook. I haven't put out there ever past. I've had 4 relationships, all long term, and I've never, you know, you might see on social media that I was doing things, but I've never put the words out there. But now being repositioned and realigned and being rooted and grounded in who I am, and letting the naysayers and whatnot do what they will. And having met a really incredible person has really changed me. And yes, I'm daring greatly, and I'm feeling fearless. And regardless if I get beat up for it, I'm going forward. And so I would like you to meet someone who really has my heart, makes me feel amazing, gets me, loves me, and has caused me to do something I've never done ever in my life and said I would never do. And we met on Facebook, of all places. And I just want you to get to know a really beautiful person that makes me proud. And it's just, love is love is love. And regardless of what you believe, God is love. And that's the one thing that He asks us to do. You know, we all have our own unique journeys, and none of us have the right to judge the other or push something on each other. Yes, we all have our own light that we can share with each other, but at the end of the day, all we're asked to do is love. And love is what will transform. Love is what will change. Love is what will bring light. Pure and simple. And so, that being said, hello. Didn't expect that. Kind of did. I want you to meet my amazing boyfriend that we have now been talking for seems like a bajillion years, and I'm dying to actually get my hands around him. But again, something I said I would never do, which is long distance. But when we all write these lists and have these lists in our heads of what we want, what we need, what. And love doesn't have a list, and the universe knows way better than we do. Not what you necessarily what you want, but what we need. And this is my experience. When I started just going, you know what, I need to work on me. And I started realigning and rebooting my life and really going, you know what, I need to do what's in my heart and I need to live my passion and whatnot. This is what happened. I tore up the list because I was fine. I wasn't thirsty for a relationship, thirsty for love, in all need of all these kind of things. I had a purpose and I had a mission. And I had a desire within me to help myself, to help others, to do better, to spread the word of positivity and light and gratitude. And anyway, the minute I crumpled up that list and threw it away and said, bring me whoever I need. And just left it at that. I got somebody who said hello to me on Facebook and said, I would love to take you for a glass of wine, even though, you'll see later. And I just felt like I had to respond, and I did. And the rest is history. So, with no more shame, and with nothing but love and pride, I want you to meet my boyfriend. In the new segment I call Meet My Boyfriend.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what's up?
Just watching a movie.
What movie?
You? What are you doing? The Holiday.
The Holiday. I'm just calling you.
Yummy. What? How was your day?
Good. Some training at work.
Wait.
So how was your day?
It was good. A lot of work. A lot. Well, I know you're going to say, you'd say the same thing every day. Yeah, it's a lot. I have a lot of work at work. So I'm not lying to you. Yes, it was. It was a lot of work because did I tell you that one of my coworkers, he didn't go to work today? So I do the work of two people today. So I was running around. I was like and there was a old lady, and she said, "Calm down."
That would be me telling you.
And I say, "Oh my God, I can't. I have to do this, and I have to go there." It was the crazy day.
It was a crazy day. Sounds like, what do I always tell you?
You always say you have a lot of work.
And slow down.
I know. You know me better.
Yeah, you're 100 million miles an hour.
Yeah, I know. You know me better than I guess.
No, it's the same when we all get into our own lane and our own like blinders, like on a horse, and you just see like that,
Right. Question.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Show me your carrot cake. You ate them all, right?
No, I didn't. Okay, hold on.
Show me, because I know our Cookie Monster. I know how you are.
Okay, I did really good this time, though. Usually by this time there'd be half of it gone.
Some decoration like you did on.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Look at I'm all turning red.
Yeah, you sent me the picture like that.
Yeah, I showed a little slice and then I'm like, oh, bigger slice. Before I went to bed. Anyway. So,
it stay good?
Oh my god, yeah. I didn't put any frosting on, so I'm eating just the cake. And
You should.
guess
You
who's...
should. Take a piece to trainer.
What?
I say you should take a piece to your trainer.
What trainer?
You just told me.
Oh, I thought you meant gym, like gym trainer. I'm like, I'm training myself for my belly to get bigger. You said I could ask you some questions. So I just want to like introduce you to everyone. You know, does that make sense? And like tell everybody where you're from.
Oh, okay. Hey everybody. That's kind of weird. I feel like
Oh, forget no, yeah, don't worry about it. Just
okay. I'm from Honduras.
right.
I'm 40 years old. I'm going to turn 41 on September 8th. Oh my gosh.
Was that a plug, a shameless plug for your birthday?
Yeah, well, yeah, so you can send any gift if you want.
Right?
You be sure to put the address to receive the gift.
You're
And
funny.
they send it to me.
I love it.
What else? You asked me.
Okay. So, I've like I told you that I've never like long distance kind of like you know.
Yeah.
So, you've done it before, right?
Yes.
So, if you were to give me a piece of advice to keep my sanity, what would it be? How do you do it?
Be patient.
Anything else?
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess patient is the key because I understand. Well, in my case, in my experience, no, yeah, because you know that sometimes two minds can think equals, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to find a balance, you know, from a distance.
Right.
And that part, I guess it's very hard to deal with that. And it's hard because you can be okay. I don't know if it's that correct a word to say it.
Mm-hmm.
You're available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. My English is not good.
Oh, shut up! It is too.
You-
You don't want me to
And,
say my 8 Spanish words.
yeah. What is the word? Tell the words in Spanish you know.
Oh, you're gonna do that to me. Ay cochino. Basura.
Don't say the other one.
Do or don't?
No.
Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying when I say it then.
No, don't say the other one. The other one is a bad word. Okay.
Oh, please, I swear like a sailor.
That is, it's. But you know, but when you are when you're interested in meet someone or what? Oh, what's coming? When you're in love or you're interested in someone, know that you have to have some time, you know, and to give a chance to talk, you know, and it's, as I say, it's very complicated sometimes. But with you, with you, it's very easy. Because you're. I mean, it's not because you're in front of me, but I already told you many times that I never met someone like you, and you know, this is like it's worth of two, but it's have to be like we're going on the same way too, you know. So it's
Yeah, I noticed.
I don't know, I don't know how to say in English what's on my mind.
No, I understand because I get you. But I think for me, it's two things too. It's that I'm different because I'm definitely more centered and found myself and my purpose. And the other one is just simply you're worth it. You're completely worth it. And so I'm doing things that I would always think were absolutely insane and finding that, you know, yeah, there's those days that it gets really crazy and whatnot, but we have a goal in mind and we've set a date and whatnot where get to finally see you and hang and be with you. But it's something that you just said that I really like and appreciate, and I think you nailed it, and that was you said you have to let love, because we have all of these lists, I think, right, of what we want, what we must have, and I think it's that day and that time that we finally crumple it up and throw it away and just say, I'm going to focus on me and let go of everything else, an expectation. And I really got blessed in that the minute I threw that list away and I'm like, I'm okay by myself. I'm going to work on me. And I wasn't thirsty looking and, you know, like just searching and like, oh my God, what's going to happen? I was okay. I'm fine. And then I got everything on my list, except for you right here. But that's going to change soon too.
I'll be there soon.
I know. What's like one of your best moments in your life?
I have many.
Okay, give me one.
My parents' anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
When I told them, oh, you don't know this. When I came from the closet.
Came from the closet.
Yeah, it was on their anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And because we are in the living room, you know, and mom and dad say if anyone want to say something, you know, like I guess they never expect that, you know.
Yeah.
Because it was her days, you know. But I say, okay, I have something to say.
You took the spotlight.
My mom just do this. Look, I have on my mind this. My mom just do this. And my father, he just sit like this. Okay. You know, like he puts this like this. And then I say, okay, I'm gay. And, you know, mothers or moms, they always know.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always, always, always. And my mom just look at me and she said, I knew it. And my father, okay, with my father, it was a very weird situation. But we're not talking about the whole story. So, but for me, it's one of the best moments I had in my life, because sometimes I know there's so many people, you know, out there that they are dealing with that I have to say that it's not easy, but if you don't try, or if you don't give that step, your life is going to be unhappy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You have to be happy, and you have to be yourself no matter what.
Yes.
Right? Oh, of course, always with respect. So
Yes.
I always respect mom and dad, you know, and
Yeah.
not mom and dad, myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to start in that. You have to respect yourself, and then you're going to respect your family, your friends, everybody, right?
Yeah.
And that was, for me, I guess that was one of my best moments on my life.
So now you've met Isaac, and there's a lot more of that to come. We have had some really amazing conversations, and all in video chat, and hopefully you guys can be there when we meet for the first time. In October he's coming, and I'm going to spend a few months. So I just want to say in closing here to this episode, just be open and let love. Just let love. I was raised that if your love of your life or love is on the moon, you build a rocket ship and get there. Throw away your lists. The universe knows what you need. The universe knows what you want. Just be open. But be thirsty for loving yourself and being loyal to yourself and nourishing yourself and putting yourself on the right in the right place and on the right path. And be open to let love wherever love may be. So many of you, and so much of the time I was so limited. And the minute I opened and got myself right came knocking at my door. Have an amazing week and make it a good one.